One.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Oh my god, I don't remember the name. We did a lot last time. Got our water checked. We're locked in a shed. And
Did they get it checked?
we dropped it off.
We dropped it off, and then we went back, and they said they were like running slow or something.
Yeah. That's pin.
We
Found all the birds
went downstairs.
in the basement.
We got trapped in the shed. Oh, did you? Oh, that's the part you said. I must have missed that. I was thinking about the water thing. All right, go downstairs.
Call Bess.
Call what's her face? Don't call Bess yet. Sally. There's one thing I thought about. Call Sally. I thought you hit the 5 one too many times.
Oh, like I did.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
No.
Nancy,
I want to go
hi,
downstairs.
how's it going?
Talk to you
You should
later.
come back and
Help me.
go downstairs before we call Bess. There's something I thought about. Took the long way around.
Oh.
That's something different. I don't know what that says. Click it again. Oh, we took
It's
it.
in a different language.
We took it. Why did we take it?
I don't know.
I can't look down. Okay. Wait.
We dumb.
It could be mice making that sound. It's blocked. It's blocked.
It needs a torque.
What do you mean it's blocked?
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Damn it. Where's a pen?
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Back up. What does that mean? Blocked by the wall? Weird.
Something here. You can see the outline. It's a door, I think, on this side.
That's probably what that thing is.
Specs. Oh.
I thought we picked that up.
I thought we did too.
What is this?
These are codes.
Uncle Clayton died.
These must have been ones that didn't work. Cheeked out. These are all the people. Black Tuesday. Probably got something to do with that news article. MM pinched. When was Malone pinched? Is that?
February 13th, 1941.
But we can't do it. It's blocked.
It's blocked.
What do you mean it's blocked?
It's blocked.
Everything said.
I don't know what that means.
What?
We already saw that, right? Be October 9th, 27. This one's talking about. Did we go to sleep yet and come back? So we're just gonna go to sleep. Go talk to the. We can't go anywhere
Right?
at night. We can't go other than there.
It's probably not safe to go in there.
But with
It's not safe to take the boat out at night.
So I thought she said. I thought we did that. feel like that ladder would have come down by now. I feel like we're missing something up there.
Howdy.
See you in a while.
Shh. Down a notch. Remember.
I think there's something up here. Nope, okay. It's very odd that the ladder's still there.
Weird that we've only seen the dog once.
Talk to everyone again. Remember what that article was even about, though? You picked out?
We just read?
No, the other one.
You're back.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the water test come in yet?
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
Take it. Water sample.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, not only is the water bad, but it seems like the well may have been contaminated deliberately.
Okay.
Jeez.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof, Ms. Drew. I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was.
1928.
Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. You're back.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
What was this one about?
He died yesterday of liver failure, so he died on February 12th.
He was convicted the fall. He was arrested in 1932 for tax evasion.
What?
Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Write that one down. January 29th. the... What did it say we needed for that safe? Yeah, I think that was it.
What's this?
Just telling us that she would die from the volcano. So you can say anything about it.
You're back.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
What's that?
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Acres' good side.
Guess I'll see you later.
You betcha. How you
Here.
holding up?
Guess I'll see you later.
Yola hee-hoo.
So... Is there something around here that I can take or ask for? So I'm at this point, like, I'm... No. Hang on, what is this one? Probably call what's her face and tell her that her water's got arsenic in it.
Nancy hasn't showered in like 15
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi, how's it going?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. I had your well water tested, and according to the health department, it contains a very high level of arsenic.
Arsenic? Somebody poisoned my well?
Maybe, maybe not. The health department is running more tests. When you bought the house, did anyone mention a problem with the well?
No. And it doesn't matter. I love that house, and I am going to live in it. If that well's bad, I'll just dig another one. At least I will when I know for sure why bad things keep happening there. You are going to figure that out, right, Nancy?
You bet I am.
I knew I could count on you.
Talk to you later.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Alright. Probably not gonna help at this point.
What is this pen?
Nancy, how's it
We got
going?
that from the
Hey,
very
Bess.
beginning.
How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents.
You are so full of it. She got caller ID, Nancy. So now, instead of hanging up on the geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone.
Very funny. So what's up?
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Why don't you give the wall safe in the cellar another try?
That's not a hint.
Believe it or
Obsessed.
not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs?
She couldn't have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A birdwatcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's
The
place on
ghosts?
Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs?
Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
There's a private cemetery in the woods out back. Malone and his dogs are supposedly buried there.
Creepy.
And there were paw prints in the cemetery. Fresh paw prints.
Are you sure you're going to be all right there by yourself? We'd volunteer to drive out there and keep you company, but unfortunately my car's in the shop, and you know what a scaredy cat George is.
That's okay. There's really no room, and believe me, living conditions here are pretty primitive.
Scaredy cat, huh? You're gonna pay for that remark, dear cousin.
Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like?
Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying, park ranger? Is he cute?
Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what would be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful, polite, efficient, knowledgeable.
Sounds boring.
In fact, he probably knows more about the area than all the other residents of Moon Lake combined.
Sounds very boring.
What's he know about these alleged ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away?
Why would anybody do that? She was there for less than a month.
You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Gotta call them now.
What are they up to?
Compared to you, nothing. As I was telling them about this latest case of yours, I could hear them turning green with envy right through the receiver.
Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone.
Comes
Good
up.
thing my cousin here
Well,
has
yeah,
a
make
memory
sure
like
you,
an elephant, huh?
What's that
ask
supposed to
them all these
mean?
Call them,
questions.
Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you too.
Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise. This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
Does he live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night.
Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
Maybe. From what Ranger Akers told me, Red would like everybody around here out of their houses. He thinks there's too many people at Moon Lake and it's ruining the bird watching. Ranger Akers called him a fanatic.
Fanatic equals suspect in my book.
Get this. It turns out that Jeff Akers will be one happy park ranger if Sally sells her Moon Lake property back to the bank and they wind up selling it to the Parks Department.
You think he might be responsible for all this ghost dog stuff?
He has a motive and he has a dog, although it doesn't look at all like the dogs that have been scaring Sally.
But it shows he knows something about dogs. Better pull out your suspect list and pencil him in, Nan.
I still say you guys should lighten up on him.
You two would get a kick out of the woman who owns this little store on Moon Lake.
How so?
She's a real country gal. We got this deal worked out where if I need something she carries, she'll let me do little chores to pay for it.
What kind of little chores?
Oh, like collecting bugs and worms so she can sell them to fishermen as bait.
Sounds delightful.
She also makes money selling antiques from the 1920s that she finds in Moon Lake.
Sounds like an enterprising woman.
Ranger Akers thinks she's getting them illegally.
Ah, an enterprising crook.
Dragging the lake to recover objects is against the law. He thinks she does it anyway, and that her favorite spot is in front of Sally's.
You know what that means?
It means Emily Griffin has made my suspect list.
Because if she is breaking the law, she'd want the Malone house to stay empty so she can keep dragging the lake without anybody seeing her.
Did I mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew. Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs?
Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not, because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good plan.
You did that, Nancy.
Nothing will wreck your day faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
I think somebody may have deliberately put poison down Sally's well.
Yikes.
What makes you think that?
The Department of Health found unusually high levels of arsenic in the water sample I sent them.
Somebody's trying to poison you with arsenic?
They said that?
It's apparently not unusual to find some arsenic in well water.
So somebody could be trying to poison you.
But you don't know for sure.
Right, and they may not be trying to poison anybody. They may want to contaminate the well just enough to force Sally to either go to the expense of digging a new one or forget the whole thing and leave.
And because arsenic is found naturally in well water anyway, you may never know for sure. Bummer.
I found the coolest old newspaper. It's from 1927, and on the front page is an article about Mickey Malone and a man named William Akers.
Akers? Any relation to Park Ranger Jeff Akers?
When I asked, Jeff Akers said that it was just a huge unfortunate coincidence. According to the paper, William Akers was Mickey Malone's most trusted employee, his #1 go-to guy.
Where'd you find it?
You know how I always seem to wind up in houses with secret passageways?
Sometimes I think they follow you around.
Well, I found these hidden stairs leading from the living room into the cellar.
What's down there?
That's what's weird. The stairs led down into this empty space. There's some kind of safe in the wall and a set of stairs leading to a door that goes outside, but that was it.
Why would Malone bother hiding a staircase if it didn't go somewhere important?
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Where'd you put
Why
that
don't you
one?
give the wall safe in the cellar another try?
Where's-
Bye, you
Let's see, this
guys.
is some
Good luck,
different-
Nancy.
And stay in touch.
I guess we gotta call Hardy Boys now.
They always in this.
That's what we get for talking though.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
He's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking over.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands.
Or should we say, on your paws.
They told you about the dogs?
We made
Already?
them tell
That
us
was fast.
everything. Pumped them dry.
As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say.
What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching to see who owns and or trains dogs around here.
Good plan. But don't forget, a really smart perpetrator is going to make it look like he or she has no connection to dogs whatsoever.
But then a really, really smart perp might have dogs all over the place and not bother to hide it, because he or she would figure you'd never suspect anyone so obvious.
Emily Griffin doesn't seem to have any dogs.
Uh-oh. Move her up on your suspect list.
I'd move her down.
You know, Joe, something tells me we're not helping.
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
Malone and his 4 dogs are supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
That's interesting. Did Malone have family?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then who had the tombstones inscribed?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
Sounds like this latest puzzle of yours is still missing a few pieces.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few.
But we're not going to make it easy for you.
After all, it's your case, not ours. When's the last time you tried to open that wall safe in the
Oh my
cellar?
god.
Later, guys.
Watch out for
We
dogs.
need to open the wall
Just watch
safe.
out, period.
Go to the wall safe. We're getting yelled at about this wall safe.
How do they even know about the wall
Yeah,
safe?
I say. No one knows about. No one asked. They literally just.
How do they know? Yeah, they're not telling me how to open it. They're just telling me to open
I'm not gonna tell you.
it. It's right here.
Yeah.
Why am I holding it? Try to open.
Okay.
It looks like a tiny
Oh.
hole.
I swear.
What's the combination?
Okay, what are we trying here?
It's when he was pinched, so it was the
0, 1.
so 0.
1.
1. I don't know what this is doing.
9.
9. Can't go the other way. 29.
1932.
I think it's just 32. There's only 6 digits.
Nope.
Well, I don't. What's the? So what was it? 0.
They did it. Paper.
It wasn't. Really did.
So
This is.
3 is 6. So they did.
Maybe I have to. Hold on. So let's try it this way. Let's go. I can't click that again. So 0.
Yeah.
I can't remember. 1.
29.
Why is it taking you so long?
I don't know what we're doing.
29.
32. Aha! It was mice.
They're fake mice.
No, they're real.
I bet Better those be were deer careful. mice.
Deer mice. Oh, they're bad. You crawl in that hole.
No,
Okay. Get that book.
I can't. Just told me to be
I
careful.
better be careful.
Be careful. What? Okay. William Acres.
Speakeasy.
Oh, he did make the tombstones. Oh, he said I find a map where the gold is hidden?
Hold on. Restart this. I missed it.
Joe Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
What's that? So last. That's just the way a cemetery.
Wait. That is important though.
We gotta figure out what speakeasy is.
The code. Is it in the cemetery?
Restart this.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
I got a map.
Where are we? Oh, this is the house.
Huh?
This is the house.
Yo, what?
That's the shit.
is going? Okay.
Now I can go back. That's cool. Oh, let's go back there. He said I'd find the map to the gold that he stole 2 years ago and they shoved him into that wagon. Or Mickey, how, blah, blah, blah.
I looked under the Victoriola and found this map.
Oh, no ice. He was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold hut.
Maybe he trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm gonna say gold.
Wait, are you seeing that somewhere?
Yeah, right at the bottom. So maybe the person is trying to get those dogs to find the gold. What do you think? keep coming back to the house.
Porch.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind.
Well, that's sad. Oh. This is the speakeasy. This is what we're free now?
Yeah. And there's obviously an opening back there. You said something about the spigots. Change the code to this.
There's an eye for Iggy. Let's drink the water, Nancy.
I need a bucket. I need a bucket.
I need a bucket.
To collect the water?
Dog paw right there.
Ah. All the dog paws.
Well, one goes that way.
There's some right there.
So you can see them in the ground here too. What happens? Can I do something? Can I like drop this water?
Those look too rotten.
Can you stop saying that? I don't need that anymore. confused me. That like weird looking tree. So
It's probably not safe to go in there.
throw water. Right.
Liar.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Thank you so much. Is she still alive?
Her name these days
Oh,
is
no.
Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
According to Emily Griffin, Deputy Joe Akers was your father. And according to the journal I found, William Akers' son was named Joe. Another coincidence?
All right. William Akers was my grandfather.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
What did William Akers do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
Offensive
I
much?
apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Just to make sure.
Hello there.
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Talk to him again, just to make sure.
Hello there.
Okay.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Talk to her again.
That was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Trying to think about it.
How you holding up?
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will. Not with them dogs up there.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Well, I don't know which one of you is more guilty. Because she's probably looking for the gold. And he's probably also looking for the gold, so...
Go to where the eye was, where Iggy. See if we can.
Here?
Yeah, it's on the porch to the left. Turn off. Can't go there? Okay. Go in there, take a step, and then turn around. Looking at those, I thought I saw something.
Where's that?
It's the root where we're standing.
We need to let the ghost dog show us the way.
There's no water there. You can look off to the right to get water. Can you look off to the too far? No, okay. They go to sleep. I'll show you the way. Talk to the guy at night if he doesn't have anything good to say. I have to call Bess again.
Howdy.
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
So you don't know anything about it?
Nope.
See you in a while.
Just remember, eyes open, mouth shut. Howdy.
Odd that,
See you in a while.
Yeah.
it's just odd that he's doing this like at night.
Yeah, who looks for birds at night? Where were those footprints?
It's at the well.
I'd better wait until daylight.
Why? What is that noise?
Hey, dogs.
I think she'll let the dogs come.
But how long does it take for the dogs to come? We're just gonna stay here and...
Will they come out because the speaker's on there? Call this old lady. Let's call her at night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Should have done that before we went to sleep.
I feel like it's gonna be painful.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Did you spend much time at his place on Moon Lake?
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Tell me about the speakeasy.
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Of course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using 2 main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him, inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
We can go look at it because it's going to take a while.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Do you have any idea where he might have hidden it?
Afraid not. Mickey was so secretive that the men who completed his house at Moon Lake were not only forbidden to talk about the work they'd done, but they were ordered to leave the state for good, or else. But you know, I think he mentioned a map. Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think! He said he was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue.
Where are these
But I just
pictures?
figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about
Ay, ay, ay.
Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was,
Iggy.
oh, what was his name? Iggy! I liked
I know
Iggy
it.
because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
What can you tell me about William Akers?
He was Mickey's most trusted employee. Mickey treated all his other men like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, respected him, trusted him implicitly.
It's been fun talking to you.
I know.
Okay, that was productive.
Okay, so
Go to sleep.
go to sleep. We gotta get the. You are the worst.
See, the dogs didn't even come out.
Yeah, I don't think they come out anymore. And we gotta go to. Do we have the picture still, or did? There it is. Okay, so gotta go to the ranger station, right? So we just throw it in the mailbox.
Can you?
It sounds like we just have to wait for this key at this point. So we're just gonna come back, fall asleep, go over there. If it's not there yet, go back, fall asleep.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
I'd like to mail this photo to the woman in Las Vegas. Can you do that for me?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
So again, just
Hello again, Miss Drew.
Thanks for all your
So
help.
just go back,
That's why
go
I'm
to
here.
sleep, because it sounds like we just gotta wait for this key, because we did everything else.
What the?
Go to sleep. Take the next day, basically. Sleep for 24 hours. Turn around.
It's his favorite thing to do.
Go over there. Wait if it's not there yet. Look at that. Be very surprised if it's there. That dust, especially from Vegas.
A package just arrived for you from Las
No
Vegas.
way.
You the best.
Great. Vivian sent me
Wouldn't
the
want to break
key.
any littering laws, would we?
Thanks
Okay.
for all
Sure.
your help.
Always a pleasure.
Throw it away from me then.
Let go.
When do I gotta wrestle?
29. So it was.
Yes. So which one's last?
Up. Down. Yep. Wasn't 29. 32. That was it.
That was it?
Yes.
Oh. Well done.
Matthias. I'll do Matthias. Okay.
Cemetery.
Shall I let you do it, or should I? 12 years later.
To the cemetery. I told you this was the cemetery.
Well, you couldn't get into it anyways.
Okay, you have to make a prediction. Who is it?
Why do you think we're almost done?
I just want you to make a prediction. I think it's hard. There it is.
Okay. So it's behind it, right? No, it's in it. That's not behind it.
What is this crap?
What was his name? What was Matthias, right? Was it? Was it Waldo? It's just puzzle. I don't think it's puzzle.
It was. This is the wrong name.
Yeah, because it was Waldo Matthias. His middle name. Something? Is that what it was? His middle name?
It's just an agent.
Well, is that what we're supposed to put in there?
She said the guy that was always after him. Which I assumed was that guy, but maybe it wasn't.
I mean, you're right. It was just his tombstone. That's what it was on. So it was what, 5 number letters, whatever. Okay, that was his name. But what's the?
Another article.
That's just his name. That's all she said was. But what's the code? Different. assuming she would know that. I don't remember her saying anything about that.
Hello?
Is this Vivian?
No, this is your station drop-off. Vivian's fixing snacks in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, Eustacia Andropov? Harry Houdini's cousin?
Use the air horn like I showed you!
No, Eustacia, wait. It's Nancy Drew. I talked to you on the phone a couple of months ago, just after a friend of mine was kidnapped in St. Louis. I asked you questions about the theater where the kidnapping took place. The Royal
What?
Palladium, remember?
Nancy Drew, the Snoopy one. You're not dead yet?
No.
Most people, I talk to them one day, next day they're dead. It is an old age thing.
Oh, stop being so morbid here. Have some clam dip. Hello? Nancy? So you know Eustacia, huh? Small world. Well, what's up?
I got the key you sent me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's just one thing. It doesn't seem to work.
Oh, where is my brain? The key unlocks the letters of the inscription. Just dial in the password and you'll be set.
There's just one more thing.
You don't know the password. I'm sorry. Eustacia and I've been playing canasta all day, and I guess beating her all those times took more out of my brain than I thought.
Next game, I win. Next game, loser pays for pizza.
Well, get out your wallet, sister, because you're going down. So, where were we? Oh, yeah, the password. Let's see. It was the name of that federal agent, his first name.
Waldo?
No, not his real first name. What Mickey was always calling him. Baldo. That was it, Baldo. I always thought it was mean to call him that, especially since Mickey was starting to get a little sparse on top himself.
So I just turn the letters until they spell Baldo?
Yes, dear, but like almost everything else in life, it's trickier than it sounds.
Are there any other tricks to getting into the speakeasy that I should know about?
I suppose it's only fair to warn you about the tunnels, and the doors, and the dead ends.
Tunnels? You mean there's more than one way to get to the speakeasy from the cemetery?
Mickey had his men dig a bunch of tunnels between the speakeasy and the cemetery with hidden doors that opened when other doors closed and lots of dead ends so that if the speakeasy was ever raided, his guests could hide from the police. I was always terrified of getting lost, but you're a plucky girl. I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's been fun talking to you.
23 skidoo, kiddo!
Goodbye.
We're gonna get this puzzle figured out, and then we're probably gonna stop there. This way, that way, this way, this way, this way, that way, this way, this way, this way, that way, this way, this way, that way, that way, this way, that way, that way, this way. Hey, look at that. I'm so good at this now. There's the O. got Waldo again. Thing. Alright, I think we're gonna end it there. We go down. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see everyone in the next video.